Hello, everybody. Today is what's the date today, everybody? September the 24th. It is Tuesday, the day after the test. Number one, everybody, I am so happy and not surprised, happy at the test results. I am currently with my second period class. They're studying up real quick. I think their average score was a 145 out of 150. It was tremendous. For moms and dads at home, obviously, if you got a 150 on your test, that was a perfect. 145 was a 97%, 140 was a 93, 135 was a 90, 130 was a 86. It is tremendous. I'm very happy. And, we had a little bit of a wake up call for the quiz, but everybody succeeded. And also, it helped that the last 15 minutes of tests, I allowed them to use the actual PA emergency guide booklet, the same one that came home with your kids on Monday. I allowed them to use them in class. The very first thing we're just going to go over, obviously the 10 emergencies, that's right in their notes, no problem right there. Why should people carry cash? An acceptable answer, because ATMs won't be working because there's no electricity. How many dams are located in the U.S.? That is 80,000. Winter storms, I even accepted snowstorms, but winter storms are known as deceptive killers. Flooding is the most common natural disaster in Pennsylvania. The main cause of death in a fire is smoke inhalation. I also accepted breathing in smoke or just plain old the word smoke. What is a pandemic? That is when an illness overtakes a nation, overtakes a country, when serious flu spreads and there is no medicine or nothing to stop the spread of that illness. An earthquake is a sudden shaking of the earth. Landslides happen in all 50 states. Nuclear power plants produce electricity. A couple people said steam. They do produce steam. I'm not saying that. But at their end product, and we went over this in class many times, they produce electricity. Not only that, but it was also in their books that they were allowed to use. Number 20, terrorism is a criminal act planned in advance. Dial 911 for an emergency. Low body temperature is called hypothermia. 4 causes of a landslides. They are storms, earthquakes, man-made construction, and fires. If you just said construction, I gave you credit for that. You got to remember fires. If you go out west where they have forest fires, the burned areas, there's no vegetation. When it rains, those hillsides tend to slide. Hazardous materials are chemicals, liquids, and gases. Chemicals, liquids, and gases. And these last 7, they can be in any particular order. It's not a problem whatsoever. And number 30, blank is one of the main causes of weather-related deaths in the U.S. each year. The correct answer is lightning. We went over that in class a couple times. Some people put down thunderstorms, which I can see that they could have an understanding for that, but the correct answer is lightning. So as long as if you said thunderstorms and lightning, I gave you credit, or if you just had plain old lightning, I gave you credit. All right, moms, dads, grandmas, granddads, I'm calling. I need a favor. We're going to do our first science experiment. Actually, it's more of a product test, but we're going to use scientific terms and scientific evidence to prove our point. If you guys could send me in, and you will get them back, I promise you, you will get them back. Send me in your Yetis, your Hydro Flash, your Stanleys, your Gatorade drink bottles, whatever insulated bottles you can send in for maybe a week, and I will get everything back to you. Moms and dads will put tape on the bottom so nothing will get stolen. They'll be in my room the whole entire time. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the scientific evidence and the scientific method to figure out which one of these insulated water bottles works the best. My daughter is a big fan of Stanley, and she's a big fan of the Yeti. My wallet, unfortunately, is not a big fan of those. My wallet is a big fan of the water fountain because that's everyone's favorite price, free. But my daughter, like every other young lady in the middle school, carries her Stanley around or her Yeti or whatever type Hydro Flask. My wife's a big fan of Hydro Flask, which is interesting because moms and dads, when we were kids, we never cramped up in the middle of school. So they have to stay hydrated. So just very interesting. Everyone carries these around. So if you could send those in, and then we could figure out which ones work the best. We're going to pack them with ice, fill them up with water, and then we're going to take a temperature reading, and then we're going to do it every 3 day or 3 days in a row to figure out the temperature difference and see what the temperature is. All right. So once again, thank you very much, moms and dads. Everyone has their test scores. Any problems, please give me a call. And as always, go Eagles. Bye-bye.